Let's bring some audio in and see what this sounds like. And I don't hear no audio. Here we go again. Audio issues. Why am I not hearing audio? Okay, interesting. And I've lost something else over here. Let's bring some audio in and see what this sounds like. Here we go again. Audio issues. Why am I not hearing audio? Okay, interesting. And I've lost something else over here. Let's bring some audio in and see what this sounds like. Here we go again. Why am I not able to do this? Interesting. Let's see. Okay, so the audio, I believe, is done on a delay. And I don't know how to fix that. I'm doing this, I'm actually streaming this from OBS onto YouTube. Um, just a messing around. I actually had a goal this morning to do something else, and I got to messing around in here. One of the first things I did is I came in here to filters. And okay, this is not cool. Can I not do filters while I'm streaming? I guess you gotta be on a, okay, so apparently you gotta be on a source. So I'll go to sources and I'll go to filters. Ah, there we go. Gotta be on there. Hello, Jesse. Yes, you are first. You are the first and only. And I apologize for the delay on audio. Anyway, I was messing around in here and I've got the chroma key out because the green screen's behind me. If I change this to what, any other color, I guess that didn't work, but that's kind of cool. So the green screen's right behind me. So I was messing around here a while ago, and I got this crazy idea when I got to opacity that I would try to record this. Oh, no, I can't do it. A while ago, I had it to where it looked like I was phasing in and out. It was really, really super cool. But now, or maybe it was in Sharpen. I don't remember. No, it wasn't in Sharpen, or was it in Luma? No, it was in Chroma Key. I remember that. Um, and I was just messing with some settings. I don't like the little fuzziness that I see on OBS, but I don't know that I see it necessarily over on um, the YouTube stream itself. And I'm not streaming this using YouTube. I'm streaming it using OBS in OBS settings. Uh, Kind of interesting. I didn't know you could do that until recently. One of my subscribers uh, told me about it. That's funny. Um, I'm watching three different streams at the same time this morning, and here in about 57 minutes, I'll watch live Windows Training Doug Betts. So let's go on with what I was attempting to do, okay? This is kind of like going to be a learning thing for me as well, which is what I begin really enjoy doing of late. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to come over here to turn on my little goofy thing here. I have no idea where that came on at. I'll test it by doing this. And I'll draw a line across here. Yeah, that works. And then I'll go ahead and just get rid of that. And then I'll turn that off so I can, if I hit control, good. It's F11. I think that F11 brings in the magnifier. And I can bring the magnifier over here. You can move the magnifier, but you can't resize the magnifier, or if you can, I haven't figured out. Anyway, the magnifier is going to show wherever you're at. So right now I'm in scenes, and I want to create a new scene right here. So I'm going to click on that, and the new scene is going to be called multi streams. I'm going to do an experiment. I don't know how this is going to work out, so we're going to say okay, and then I'm going to go over here to sources, and the first thing I'm going to do is click on add, and then I'm going to add a window capture because this is actually going to be coming from off the internet. Now I see it has not caught up with me. There it goes. Okay, wow, there's such a delay. I got to look into why there's such a delay. That's crazy. I'm going to go window capture. Then this one's going to be called Sam's window. Now let's go with Sam's stream. Now I could do this a different way, but I'm going to recreate this all. So hit OK. And then this is actually showing me Sam's feed from Hornell, New York, and I do have his permission to do this. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the magnifier because it's getting in my way. Now, hopefully in a minute, there we go. Wow, that kind of just popped right in there. Yeah, I'm live. So this is good. This is what I want. I'm going to hit OK. Now, this shows everything, the chat, the stream, and everything. And he does this live stream 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the river right here. Pretty cool to watch, actually. I could resize it like this, or I could hit, I think it's Control, resize it, or maybe it's Alt. I don't know. Alt. No. But what I usually do is I just come over here to the stream and I make it full screen, and it does that, and that's good. That's what I want. Wait until this catches up over here on the stream itself. Now you don't see me right now because I'm obviously I've got the 18 kins going, what I call 18 kins, which is now 19 kins. And then there it is. So there's one. I'm going to add another one. And same thing, it's going to be a window capture. And this one's going to be called Williams stream. And again, I probably have these already, so we're going to hit OK. And we're going to go find it. And that's going to be on the Princess Cam. And there it is. But it's not showing up in OBS. Or is it? Oh, it is. My mistake. And the same thing. Now, it is underneath. So if I turn Williams off, then Sam's comes up. Williams on, Sam's goes away. And he's not full screen, so I'm going to go ahead and make him full screen. Then the next one I want to do is I'm going to go in and add one more. Also, it's going to be a window capture, and this is going to be Robert's stream. Hit OK. Go to the source, and I'm looking for, oh, I thought I had that. I need another monitor, believe it or not. So I'm going to go to Robert's and then come back over here and just go with messing around with YouTube. That's not going to work because it's not there. I don't see Robert's stream now. That's interesting. I mean, I see it on YouTube and he is currently live. At least I think he's live. He might not be. It's just because I don't see any movement. But more importantly, I know this is working because there's Sam's. And then, oh, I'm going to change automatic to Windows 10. That helps a lot. Go over here, messing around. No, it's not seeing it for some reason. So I'm actually going to minimize that in hopes that I can find. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to go to Robert Stream, go to Properties. Okay, now it shows up. Cool. So there it is. And again, I've already got it pretty much full screen, so it's showing up like it is, even though it's still showing that chat in there, and it shouldn't be. So, all right, there we go. Now I have three I have three. I have Roberts, I have Williams, and I have Sam's. Now, can I bring back my stream? It looks like I might be able to. All right, cool. All right, I've done this already. Now, if I wanted to show all three at the same time, all I got to do is grab the window over here and just size them to what I want. And I'm not showing preferences. I'm not showing anything other than I'm moving things around. And then there we go. Now we got Roberts, Sam's, and Williams. That's not what I'm looking to do. What I'm looking to do now is see if I can do a macro. So that I can see them all three on a rotating basis. How am I going to do that? I should have recorded this at the same time instead of doing it live, but whatever. It is what it is, right? Okay, how am I going to do this? I think what I'll do is, since I'm not showing OBS over here, I need really to show OBS. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on Robert's stream. You know what? I am going to try something crazy here. I'm just in a crazy mood. Oops, that didn't work. Right click. Can I open up a new instance of this? Yeah, OBS is already running, so launch anyway. That's what I want. And I want to wait and see where it shows up. Oh, good. It shows up over there. Now, this is actually good, too. I just saw Cat run across Roberts on the big screen. And it already, now this is really weird because we were discussing this last night. I got OBS open twice, and I have Ken's profile running. Now I just have to figure out how I want to do this. I think what I'll do is I'll put this over here, and I'll go into I think I want to do that on. No, I guess I got to do it on the one I'm streaming from. So bear with me. You're getting an insight of me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and what is this, a window or display? Let's try display. I'm going to try display capture. And I'm going to just call it OBS. And hit OK. Oh, that name already exists and is in use. OBS. Okay, can't use that. How about just go with multi-OBS. That seems to be the theme of the day. And change this from automatic to Windows 10. And then I'm going to go find me a source. And I want it to be my, I don't know what that is. I think it is, well, if it's not that one, it can't be that one. No, that looks right. I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to hit OK. And then, yep, that looks right. That sort of does kind of look right. Maybe it's over here. So now I've got 4 things going on. However, I've got it backwards. If I come over here, you guys can see what's going on with that. Now, the next thing I want to add, believe it or not, is I want to come back over here to the 18 Kens and I want to deactivate the camera. And then I want to actually bring the camera over into multi-streams. And hopefully the camera will work. Actually, it showed up as, oh, it's behind. So now I want to go into the camera, go into properties. I want to activate the camera, and I should be on, and I am. Oh, cool, look at that. Because of the way it's set up, I am really goofy. Which I'm really goofy anyway, but I want the camera, but I don't want to look goofy. So I'm going to turn the camera off for right now. All right. What am I going to do next? Well, as you can see on the stream, there is Williams main, Roberts in the upper left, OBS in the upper right, and Sam's in the lower corner. So now what I want to do is I really want to see if what I do over here is affected on the stream, and it looks like it's not. So I'm going to have to do that over on this one. If I turn off Roberts, and I'm going to duplicate what I have going on here. So we'll bring this up here, and I'm going to bring Sam's down there, and then I'm going to bring Williams underneath, and that way we have the exact same thing, except now you're seeing it in real time because you see my mouse. So what I'm actually going to do is on the multiple, I'm going to bring this a little bit bigger for now so that you can see when I move my mouse over here, you can see what's going on. Make this just a little bit bigger yet. Actually, you know what? Let's just make it full screen by right-clicking on it, going to transform, and going to fit to screen. There we go. Now we're full screen. All right. So now you can see what I'm doing. So I created a multi-streams, and I got the 3 streams in there, but that's not what I want. What I want is, I want to do this. I want to create a scene. I want to call this Roberts. And I'm going to hit OK. It's going to go blank, as it should. Now I'm going to go back to multi-stream. I'm going to right-click on Robert's stream, and I'm going to click on Copy. Then I'm going to go back to the new scene I created, and I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to paste reference, and it should bring up the camera, and it did. And I'm going to go ahead and make this full screen by right-clicking, going down to Transform right here, clicking on Transform, going to fit the screen, and there's that. Step 1. So that part went much better than I thought it would. So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and create another scene. This one's going to be called William. If I could spell, it'd be a major miracle. And I'm going to repeat the process. Name already exists. Okay, so we're going to call this, I don't know, Mr. Dawson. And that way, because I know that don't exist. And I'm going to repeat the process. I'm going to go back to multi-streams. I'm going to go down to William stream. I'm going to right-click on it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to Mr. Dawson. I'm going to paste it in there as the reference, and it's already full screen. So that's cool, because it was full screen to begin with. And we're good to go. So that's 2 of the 3. Now, I don't necessarily need to do the third one, but I'm going to just because I want to stay consistent. So I'm going to go back to Sam's. I'm going to, oh no, I'm going to go create the Sam's first, and um, I'm going to go with this channel's name, and I'll change all these later. It's no big deal. Now I'm going to go back to multi-streams. I'm going to go to Sam stream. I'm going to right click, and it looks like William's getting home. I'll have to tease him about that later. What am I doing wrong here? That doesn't look familiar to me. Let me see here. I think I might want to I want to be on Sam's stream, which I am. I'll right click on it. I want to copy it. Then I want to go back to here, and I want to paste it in there. And then I want to make it full screen by right clicking, transform, fit to screen. All right, now I've got them all. So that went really. What is my monitor's refresh rate? I don't know, but I know there's a lag, Jesse, because I'm doing this. I'm not doing this from the YouTube site itself where I go in and I do live streams from there. I'm actually doing this from where I go here to start stream manage broadcast, and then I broadcast from here. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. Yeah, see, this might actually let me do this, but I'm not gonna try it because it'll screw things up. And then messing around in OBS is currently running, so I probably can't run that, but I could probably start a new broadcast. I might try that in a minute. We'll give it a shot. I want to continue to march with what I'm doing here. So now I've got my 3 streams set up. I've got multi-stream, which shows them all. I've got Robert's stream, which shows his. I got Williams, and I've got Sam's. Okay, cool. I've accomplished what I've wanted twice now. I've got the same thing twice, redundancy. Aha! Why am I doing that? Well, because I'm going to come up here to Tools. I'm going to open up the Advanced Scene Switcher, because my logic is on this. I am going to, now I don't know, I may have to do this on the instance that's actually running. I don't know. I may have to do a 2-parter here. I will see. I'm hoping not, but we will actually see in a minute. So back to what I'm doing, which is right here. I'm working with the Advanced Scene Switcher. I say that 10 times fast. And I'm going to click on macro because I'm going to create a macro. I'm going to turn macro number 1 off, and I'm going to go to macro number 2. Now this is the second time, more or less, that I've done this on my own. The first several times I've done it with the help of the Zoom homies. So me doing this on my own will be really interesting. At least for me, it will be interesting. I believe my monitor refresh rate's, I think, 60. For some reason that sounds right. And I believe we can check that by what? Right clicking, going to I can't do it when I'm in here, obviously, but I'll check that in a minute. So I'm going to create a macro. So I'm going to edit the macro. And I'm going to call this, I guess you can name it. It says right here, name, but can I put a name in here? Let's go with, nope, can't name it. So we're on macro, click on macro number 2. Oh, here we go, macro number 2. We'll call this 3 streams rotating. So here we go. I have a name. I have macro, and it changed it over there. Cool. So I'll change that later for the first one and name it. In fact, I'll do that right now. I'll turn this one off. I'll turn this one on. Click on it. I'm going to change this from macro number 1 to nightly YouTube / Zoom without the P's, 00M. So now I'll hit enter. Cool. I just learned something. That's what this is all about, learning. So I'm going to go back to this one. I'm going to click on it so I know I'm on the right one. Now I'm going to set up the macros. And this will be, excuse me, this will be kind of interesting to see if this works. So I want, well, a little bit of this I understand. So scene, I need to go to switch to scene. So I'm going to switch this to, I can't remember the order, but I'm just going to switch this to Robert. All right. And then I'm going to go to add, and I'm going to add weight, the word weight in here. And I'm going to put a duration of 30 seconds. So there's that. I'm going to hit enter. Now I'm going to go add. And then now I want to, after 30 seconds, I want it to switch. So I'm going to click on switch, or I'm going to switch it to switch, which is in here somewhere, I thought. Maybe not. Could be mistaken. Okay, interesting. It's alphabetical, so it should be, there we go, I'm blind. And then I want to add another one because I want it to start there and go to there. This will be really cool. So I'm going to add another one, and then I want it to go to switch scenes. This has got to have a switch to scene. So wait. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go do. This is not gonna work, but I wanted to go to Sam's, which is actually one fish. All right, we'll just go Mr. Dawson's first, and I want it to be 30 seconds as well. All right, so there's that, and then one more time, I'm gonna add, and I want it to switch the scene. And I want it to go to Sam's, which is one fish. All right. And it too will run for 30, or it should run for 30 seconds. So if we add another one and we go wait, I think that's how that works. I will have to go review this on the other instance of OBS, and I want it to be 30 seconds. Now that's kind of cool. I see something up there I shouldn't be seeing, so we're going to go 30 seconds and enter. So if the current stream is the main stream, that's not what I want. So I'm going to go open up the scene switcher in the one that's running right now so that I can get an idea of what I'm trying to do here. So it's got to start out with, if plugin is running, which I don't see at the top here. So at the top, if I need plugin state right here, if plugin state and then is running, that's what I want first. And then I want it to switch the scene to the scene. And then the next one will be, this one will be wait. So I want to go, if the plugin is running, switch to scene, go to Roberts, and then this one here, the next one down has to be wait. And then I want that to be a duration of 30 seconds. Let's go 45 seconds. Let's get bold, shall we? We'll go 45 seconds. Okay. Then the next one is switch the scene to Mr. Dawson, and I'll give him credit as well for 45 seconds. 45 seconds, enter. Then the next one will be wait, which is what we did. And then it's going to switch to Sam's. And then we need to bring this down to wait. And to be fair, we're going to go 45 seconds. Now, if this works, these are just going to sit there and rotate 45 seconds, 45 seconds, 45 seconds for 45 seconds. Now, I don't know if this will work or not. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead right here where it says run macro. I'm going to run the macro just to see what's going to happen. So here we go. Pushing run macro now. I'm going to close the macro. So there is Roberts. I think his was first. And it is showing up there. And if this does what it's supposed to do in 45 seconds, it'll switch. I should have made it on the test version. I probably should have went a smaller increment of time so that way we're not sitting here twiddling our thumbs for 45 seconds. But I wanted to see what I should have done is started a timer. So we'll see. If it switches, then that's cool. Grandpa Doug's going to be live in about 29 minutes, so I'm going to have to wrap this up here in a minute. Oh, look, it changed. Yeah, this is cool. Man, this is cool. So now my nightly stream, I can actually set this up to run and rotate on a whatever minute basis I want that will show my fish tank, Sam's River, Williams Night Lights, and Robert's Creek Camp. There's a couple other people I want to reach out to, and I may employ Robert's help with a couple of those because he turned me on to some really good sites with outdoor cams. I sat here this morning. Oh, good, it changed. That is so cool. I did something on my own. Yay, pat myself on the back. Oh, can't move my arm that way. Doggone it. So I'm going to wrap this up. And I want to give a thanks to One Fish 26. That's his channel name. Check him out. You're looking at his view right now. I want to thank William Dawson. His channel is William Dawson, and it's the Princess Cam for his cat. And I want to thank Robert Michael, RM, who has got an outdoor cam showing his creek right now. Now, this should kick back to the other. It should just sit there and cycle if I've got it set up right. I don't know if I do, and I don't know if I don't. I mean, if I don't, no big deal. I'll go back and figure out how to get it to recycle because I've made it to this point, which is really good. It really is good. I'm hoping it kicks back. It's either going to kick back or go to a black screen, one or the other. And again, I should have started a timer to keep an eye on 40. I don't think it will sit there indefinitely, although it appears that might be what it's going to do. Me moving the mouse, all that does is move the mouse. Shoot. You can see the sub menu over there on the right hand edge of OBS. That's for the Sword Soft mouse program that Sean Gallagher got for me. And I appreciate that as well. Yeah, this is obviously not going to kick back. So what do we got to do to get it to loop? I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. Clearly, it's not going to loop back, though. I can clearly tell that. So I'm going to go ahead and reopen the advanced scene switcher. And I'm going to click on the macro that I created. So the macro is running, waits 45 seconds, and it goes to Roberts, and it switches. It goes to Mr. Dawson's, and it switches, and then it goes back to One Fish. I think I'm going to add another wait in here of 45 seconds, and that's all I'm going to do. And I'm going to close it, and I'm going to see what happens in 45 seconds. I don't know if it's going to, I don't know if I have to restart the macro or not. So I just started a stopwatch, and I'll just go for 45 seconds, and I know about that'll cover it. So we'll see. And then if I have to restart the macro, then that's what I'll do. This has been fun. I want to thank Jesse Pinkman. Jesse is from Grandpa Doug Learns Fortnite's channel. He's in the Philippines. My wife is Filipina. I absolutely speak very little to no Tagalog, however you say it. I always call it Tagalog, and she gets a little frustrated. Good morning, Tony Wallow out of Seaside, California. Good to see Tony. Tony's another one I need to give a shout out to, because Tony's a very good contributor, the best contributor to my channel and the station, if we want to call it that. Okay, so 48 seconds has rolled by. And I can't thank him enough. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm teaching, I who speak no Tagalog am teaching Tony Wallow Tagalog. So far, we've learned and I've recently learned it doesn't mean okay, it means yes. I was told long time ago it means okay, but apparently it means yes. The other Tagalog I know is sige. And I always make fun of my wife and other Filipino friends and family we have. When they call someone, they still think it's the old answer machine. Oh, pick up the phone. I know you're there. Pick up the phone. I know you can hear me. Oh, sige, sige. And when you're in a conversation with a bunch of Filipinos around, or Filipinas around, especially the women, it's sige. Sige. Sige, sige. It's so hilarious, because I thought they were all saying okay. But anyway, enough of the humor. Let's go test this out. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the advanced scene switcher. I'm going to click on the macro I just created, and I'm going to click run macro. Now I'm going to reset my clock, and I'm actually going to do this a different way. I'm going to set a timer for 45 seconds. Technology, ain't it great? I don't have to sit here and go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, and lose count of my Mississippis. So here we go. I'm pushing the start button. At the same time, I hit the run macro. I'll close the macro. That's a good scene. That's a good scene. That's a good scene right there. That's a good start, as in it kicked back over to Robert. And got about 30 seconds to go. This is a countdown. All I needed to do is switch at 45 seconds, and then I'll be happy. I don't know how to restart it, so I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it goes Robert Williams, Sam's, Robert Williams, Sam's, Robert Williams, Sam's. And if it just sits here and loops, then I'm good to go, because what I'll do then is I'll incorporate the fish cam into this and see what happens. Okay, there's the timer. Oh, look, it worked. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead, and while this is running, I'm really going to get bold now. I'm going to get so bold. I'm going to move the camera for the fish cam. Good morning, fishes. Good to see you. Go ahead and turn you guys up all the way. After all, it is daylight. And I'm just going to put that right there. So I do believe I can work in the background. I forgot to ask how audio was. If I could get an audio check. By the mixer, it looks like it's all right. So while this is running, I'm going to go ahead and add a scene. And this is going to be called Multi Fish Cam. Now, it's already jumped over to Sam, so that's good. I should be able to work in the background and it not affect the macro whatsoever. We'll go grab a source. We're going to add a... well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to add a source. I'm being silly now, because I can go up here to Fish Tank Live, and I can right click on this, and I can copy that. I think I can do this, and then I can paste the reference, and then I can activate the camera, and just like that, we have that We'll transform that into full screen. Hit the screen. I'm not going to make any adjustments on it right now. I'm going to let it run as is. But I am going to go back over here to whatever was running, because now it won't. Now it's on. Okay, so apparently this is going to work because it's back to Williams. So I'm going to add one more quick thing. I'm going to go into the macro. Now, I don't know if I can adjust the macro or not while the macro is still running. So we know it's, if the state is running, go to this, wait 45 seconds, go to this, wait 45 seconds, go to the, oh, that says 42 seconds, and then wait, and then go back to here. So I'm going to add another one. And now instead of wait, I want it to switch the scene. And I want it to go to the multi-fish cam, which will be interesting to see where that shows up at. It shows up at the bottom, multi-fish can. Then we're going to add again, because we know we want it to go back. We want it to wait right here. We want it to wait, and we want it to be, I'm not going to take any glory away from those guys. I'm just going to run this for 20 seconds, not 200 seconds. And then run it, and then I'm going to close it, and then we'll see what happens. If this goes Robert, William, Sam, fish cam, Robert, William, Sam, oh, you know it won't. It'll get to the fish cam and sit there, and I know why. First I'm gonna test this out. I may have to actually shut this instance of OBS down and restart it. I honestly don't know. So we'll see. And I got about 19 minutes to get this figured out. And this was my idea, but this part of this was not my idea. This actually came from Sam and William both, who said you ought to use and Wintermute, I believe, as well. Use the advanced scene switcher and see if you can do it that way. So now it seems that it's kind of stuck there on William, so that's fine. I think it should change here in a minute. Or maybe because I went in and tried to make an adjustment, it stopped it. So let's try that. We'll go back into Tools. We'll go to Advanced Scene Switcher. We'll make sure we're on the right macro. And I'm going to go ahead and click Run Macro. Now when I click Run Macro, if it kicks back over to the first one, that being Robert, I believe it was. Let's see what happens. There we go, Run Macro. I know it switched because it's over here at Roberts. So there we go. So go ahead and start the timer. And I know it's live because I saw a cat walk through there a while ago. And I can see I'm moving my mouse on my other instance of OBS, and I'm looking at my other instance of OBS, and I can see the mouse moving. So this is working. I will go ahead and grab this and move it. So again, I verified it is working. This is for the SwordSoft. I'm going to go ahead and close it because I'm not going to use the SwordSoft right now. And that takes care of that. So we're coming up on 35 seconds. We got about 10, 7, I don't count right. It should switch to, and it does. Oh, this is so wonderful. I'm just amazed at the knowledge that everyone has. Now this is looking kind of odd because I've got it in a window, and as long as the window's active, I should be able to see it. I don't think if I minimize it to go check out my refresh rate, I think we're not going to see that because I don't know. Let's see what happens if I minimize this. Then we're back to this, and then if I come over here and take this off full screen, and then we'll bring this like this, and it's window. This is whatever this is on. It's going to show it, so I can do that. Go here. I don't remember how to get my refresh rate. I think it's in display settings. I Want to bring this over here, and then scroll down through here and look for, I thought it was in here, but apparently not. The resolution, is it under advanced? There we go. Refresh rate on this particular monitor is 60. I'm pretty sure they're all set to 60. So I'm going to bring this back. And before I go full screen, I want to reopen up. It's still stuck on. I guess it's not the right one. No, it's not. Oh, look, it's flashing. So I want to go back to this one. There we go. No, it did switch. All right, where's my? Oh, I've lost OBS. Oh no, there's OBS. Now did it switch? No. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to bring this temporarily over here. I do sound confused, but I really am not. Well, I really am. So now I want to bring this back. So we got the same thing. Now we got Sam's running in the background. Display number 2. Display number 3 had. Oh, look, it went to the fish cam. Okay, so now we'll see what happens if in 40. It should not. It should sit there. It should sit there forever because I forgot to put the weight, or if I did put the weight, I don't remember I put the weight. My OCD won't allow me to let that be like that, so I am going to go ahead and do that right there. And I'll just leave that like that for now and see. This has been fun. I want to thank Jesse Pinkman and Tony Wallow for showing up and participating in chat. I thank both of you gentlemen for that. It does mean an awful lot to me. Trying to get the word out. I want to get to 300 subscribers on my main channel, which is Ken.Live, by the end of July, and that would be good. And did I not put weight in there? Because I know I only put it for like 20 seconds. And I'm sure it's been at least 20 seconds. So let's go look at the macro. 13 minutes to go. So advanced scenes Witcher. 3 streams. Okay, so we go Robert. We go William. We go Sam. We go me. Yeah, it does say wait. So why did it not switch? So we wait 45 seconds. We switch to this. We're supposed to wait 20 seconds and then it's supposed to switch. So if it worked a while ago, why is it not working now? I'm going to go ahead and hit run macro. Now I'm going to do this like this. I can also look right here where it's going to switch from here to Robert. So when I hit run macro, it automatically goes to Robert. And then we know that it's going to run. I'm going to bring this over here and look at it while it's running. All I did is I moved it from this monitor to another one so I can look at it. I know it's going to run. I might as well include YouTube with this. I'm trying to get it so we can follow along somewhat. So right now it's running. Roberts. There it switched to Sam's, or I'm sorry, Williams. So now it's, well, that was silly for me to try to do this. So now it's on Williams, and it's going to run for 42 seconds. And then once it's done, it's going to go to Sam's. And then once that runs, it's going to go to mine, which is the fish tank. Okay, so here, wait. Oh, you see what I did? I see what I did. But it switched. So this is more or less 90 seconds. I know I've seen 42 up there. Okay, now it's on Sam's. So here's where the issue is. So I'm going to get rid of this one because I want it to wait. Now I should be able to highlight right here. I guess I'm on this one. I don't know. This could be disaster. No, I don't think I'm on that one. Oh yeah, I am on that one. Okay, so I'm going to hit the trash can right here and it's gone. Now that could be disastrous because now it's on. Now it's on Sam's for 45 seconds, and then it should switch to mine, and it should only stay there 20 seconds. And then I thought a while ago when it went from here and it went back to the top to Roberts. Well, we will see. We will see. And I got about 10 minutes, so I'm 8, 9 minutes into this. Regardless of what happens, I am going to go ahead and wrap this up, and switch over and watch Grandpa Doug Learns Fortnite. It's not switching. Why is it not switching? I know it's been 45 seconds. Doggone it. Well, along with the good, there's got to be a little bad. I think it's called learning. If I don't make mistakes, I can't learn what I did wrong. And clearly, something is not running here. So, I'm gonna show you how this works. So if I go up here and I go to scene number 3, then that's what's going to go out because that's what's being showed in this instance of OBS. And what you guys are seeing eventually over on YouTube is going to be Windows installs in 30 seconds. Windows 11 installs in 30 seconds. It's just a little jab I took at Windows 11. Now if I come up here and I'm on 3 streams rotating, and I click on rotate stream, you'll see this jump over here on the blue all the way down to Roberts, and you'll see it change over there. So 3, 2, 1, there we go. And just like that, it does. Now we're going to count and watch what it does. And I will get this fine-tuned. I've got at least 12 hours, if not 13, 14 hours to get this fine-tuned and working. See, 10 o'clock here, 7 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. That's too early, says the man who's been up since 6. Did not go back to bed this morning. I tried to go back to bed. I could not go to sleep. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to go mess around. I got this on my mind. I got a couple of other little projects on my mind. I'm going to work on them and see how it goes. It's partially successful this morning. It ran initially, but now there it goes to Williams. So that's good. I mean, at least the first 3 are working. And knowing the Zoom homies like I know the Zoom homies, if they watch this or catch wind of it, then I'm sure they'll figure out what I've done wrong and tell me about it either on the live stream, which is fine. I really don't mind getting help. I'm not a professional and I'm not an expert. I'm learning this as I go. And I really relish the fact that if I do something wrong, people point it out to me. Otherwise, I'm not going to learn. I mean, if I do the same thing over and over and over and over again, and I'm expecting different results, now it went to Sam's, then I'm not ever going to, if I don't change something, it's always going to be the same. If it's wrong to begin with, I keep doing it, it's going to be wrong the entire time. And I do try and strive to improve and put out better product, if you will. And I mean, let's face it, this is product. This is a stream. This is a show. I could start going down that crazy world. Oh, Jesse made a comment about my little golf thing. Yeah, I wanted to show that I could actually hit the golf ball straight. So I did a little, 3-second clip of me hitting the golf ball straight. And I'm thinking about putting together a collage of that because I was actually, if I show the whole thing, it's about 12 minutes long. I'm actually explaining to Mrs. K what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is I'm actually not looking at the ball. I'm looking about a foot behind the ball the entire time, including when I hit the ball. So that's a conundrum in itself because you're always told, keep your eye on the ball. I hit it pretty doggone straight when I don't keep my eye on the ball. So hopefully here in about 20 seconds, this is going to kick back to Robert. If not, I will end the stream and figure out what I'm doing wrong. And the funny thing is within 10 seconds of ending the stream, I'm like, oh yeah, and I'll have it solved. So, it is what it is. Doesn't look like it's going to kick over. So that means something in here in the macro itself is not right. So we go to Sam's, we wait, then we go to the fish cam, and we wait for 20 seconds. I guess maybe I gotta put one more in there. You know what? You know, what do I got? I got 5 minutes. Well, 4.5 minutes. What if we did this? I'm just going to try something. I'm going to end this on a disastrous note. We're going to go to switch scene, and we're going to switch the scene, and we're going to put it back to Roberts, and we're going to go back up here. That's not got anything in it. There we go. I'm going to hit run macro. It goes to Roberts. I probably should have reduced those times down to from 45 seconds to about 20 seconds, so that way it won't take up the entire 5 minutes. And I do know you can't, well, I say that, but a while ago it looked like I could. Excuse me. Let's go 15 seconds. Let's go down to, go up to this one. Go 15 seconds. Go up to the other one. Go 15 seconds. Go up to the other one. So we switch, we go 15, we switch, and we go to there, and then we're going to switch this to 15 as well. And then we're going to go down to Sam's 15, and then mine. I'm going to go ahead and hit run macro. It's already, see, it pops up and says it's already running. You can't run it when it's running. I kind of figured that, so we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and close it. It should still go to the fish tank, and then when I reopen it, I think I can restart it. Oh! Check it out. It went straight from Sam's, bypassed mine, and it went right back to his. So that tells me what I need to do is I need to go in here to here, go into this, open this one up. I need to go down to the bottom of the macro. I kind of suspected that might happen. So this went from Sam's, and it went, the bypass this one, and it went straight back to Roberts. So in here, I need to add a scene, and I want to put this between multi-fish and Roberts, right? There. I want to switch this to wait, and I want it to wait, and I want it to, oh, wait a minute, multi-fish. I want it to be wait, and I want it to be for 15 seconds. 15, and then after that, I want it to go to Roberts. So what happened here? Okay, I gotta go. I'm not gonna infringe on Doug's time. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, anyone else that's watching. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you tonight at 9 o'clock. I may see you today at 12 and do a daily Da Vinci, and then I'll be on odd number streams. Camera is running, but you can't see me. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.